Eddie, how y'all doing? So it's been a while since I made another video with my voice in it, and I thought I'd come back, visit the game, and also apologies for my voice because my microphone broke. So I got this itty bitty microphone I found in my drawer. So hopefully this suffices. Hopefully the quality of this does add a bit of charm to this video. So anyway, this isn't me sort of coming back again to the game. It's just me sort of visiting, see what's up with it. Because from what I've seen going on the forums and on the Reddit these past 2 weeks, it has been like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, when I was playing the game, when I was involved with the community last year, 6 months ago, I believe. Yeah, 6 months ago. Everything was dandy. Everything was fine. There were just some general complaints about balancing, and that's expected. I come back. The forums and the Reddit and even some parts of social media are nothing but frustration. And as soon as I came back with making my videos, I uploaded a video of me just doing some silent gameplay. I got a comment saying that this is the dark times of Dirty Bomb. I did not expect this, because when I left with a very critical video regarding Dirty Bomb and how the developers don't really communicate, and there's a lot of mismanagement that even pokes through with the game's visuals. Like, you can tell there's something wrong. It's a lot like when you have a friend or a family member that they just wear something really ugly, and you just have to pull them aside and go, "Are you okay? Are you alright?" That's what I saw with DB. And seeing Dirty Bomb in the state that it's now, it's like, what happened? So what I mean to say is, how y'all doing? Shit, what the fuck happened? So again, this isn't necessarily me officially coming back to the game. It's just sort of me visiting, just checking in if everything is alright, and it doesn't look like it's alright. I have the same opinions that everybody else has in the forums and on the Reddit about the state of the game, and I don't want to keep adding on to the negativity. What I do want to say is something about Phantom. Now, everybody has shared their thoughts on Phantom's rework, and to me personally, as a Phantom main who has played him through all of his states, I gotta say that I don't like the direction he's in. To me, the concept of Phantom is that he is an infiltrator, and that he does one thing that I find absolutely incredible compared to any other character. He forces other mercenaries into gunfights. His EMP, before this rework happened, would turn off all of the gadgets in the area. And so suddenly, Aura, who's so powerful with her healing station, is now forced to use her guns, is now forced into her basic skills that are necessary to play Dirty Bomb with. And I think that's something everybody forgot about with Phantom, that he presents like this very, I would say, equal opportunity. However, one thing I didn't like about Phantom throughout all of his reworks was how his invisibility does seem very overpowered. It's very rewarding to spot a Phantom and take him down, don't get me wrong, but when I'm playing Phantom, sometimes it does feel like it is a bit of an I win button, and I don't necessarily like that. And with Phantom's current rework, I wish that there was more skill put into Phantom's invisibility. You see, before this rework happened, the previous state of Phantom, where he had this EMP effect and he had the refractive armor, it took skill to be invisible. If you wanted to be sneaky, you had to be sneaky. You had to not move around much. You had to be very quiet, very hush-hush, because you could make a loud humming noise, and you could glimmer in front of everybody on the enemy team. And so it's very strange to see Phantom in this new rework where you are almost 100% invisible. You don't make any noises. It just doesn't seem fair in a very skill-based game, you know what I mean? And then there's the idea of his EMP. Now, if y'all have seen my videos, whenever I play Phantom, I play him as an infiltrator. I would find the enemy nest where they have all their gadgets, all their healing, ammo stations, all the shields and shit, and I would just sort of hide behind the wall, go on my cloak, and then activate the EMP. It's amazing, it's great. It turns all that stuff off and forces the enemy to use their own skills to fight my team who are pushing in. I find that really cool. But the EMP now, it seems very underpowered, and one thing I do want to criticize SD for, why didn't they separate the EMP from his cloak? You might be saying, oh well, his EMP is separated from his cloak because you can activate it separately. No. You actually have to go into cloak now, and then wait a second for his EMP to charge, and then press it, and you're stuck with like a 7 to 10 second cooldown. It's very stupid. When I saw the rework videos, I thought that developers made it so that you could use his EMP outside of his cloak, and so he would be a bit more usable than his current state as it is now. It's kind of dumb, honestly. Now, y'all might be asking, well, Shiny Window, what would you change about Phantom because you played him for 2 years and he's one of your mains? I want Phantom to just sort of have a bit more skill with his invisibility, so that it's a lot more rewarding to fight against a Phantom, and it's a lot more punishing to play Phantom when he's invisible, because it is an I win button. It is very, very strong, it's very powerful, and I'm more on the optimistic side with DB. You know, everybody says that some characters don't fit in the game and some abilities don't fit in the game. I'm very positive that a lot of the stuff that we don't necessarily think are fair, like snipers and Phantom, can work if they're properly balanced. And, you know, that EMP, what is up with it? Like, I do see that it takes a bit more skill to use it instead of having it as a channeled ability like last time, and it's dumb. Why do I need to go back into Cloak to use an EMP? Can you just make it separate from the Cloak, please? Not to mention that his current state just encourages a lot more reckless behavior for both teams. You know, when you have a Phantom on your team now, he doesn't have to worry about being sneaky. He can just go run ahead and sort of stab somebody. And it gets really annoying to have him in your way. And then for the enemy team, it's really unfair, because now you have this invisible motherfucker, and no matter how skilled you are, no matter how many hours you put into this game, there's gonna be like a 10-year-old kid who just bought Phantom, goes invisible, and stabs you in the back. Like, there are other problems with the other characters and all that stuff, but Phantom is the most accessible character to provide this level of imbalance. You know what I mean? Now, I could go on and on about Phantom's role in the game and all that sort of stuff, but DB has changed, and developers always change and add and remove things, so I'll just move on into some other stuff at the moment, because everybody else has already shared their opinions on Phantom, and they do it 100% more better than me. I do want to say one thing to developers. I'm very happy that they've added new mercs and new maps and stuff, but the overall foundation of the game hasn't changed. They're basically putting bandages over open wounds when the wound isn't healed. Why is aim punch in the game? Why is Phantom in this state? You know, didn't they learn from last time? You know, when Phantom was first released in 2015, he caused a huge stir because he was practically 100% invisible and he could just one-shot people with a sword. And 3 years later, 3 whole years later, the developers think, okay, let's bring Phantom back, and let's bring back that invisibility that made people not like him and not like the game. Like, it's just, are y'all guys okay? Are y'all doing alright? Are y'all around the head? And I did read the developer comments that they will not change things about Phantom, that he's in an okay place. Listen, no matter how much you can say about how much experience you have working on these games, working on first-person shooters, whether you like it or not, you worked on Brink. You worked on goddamn Brink. You are up against people who have played this game probably more than developers themselves. I'm talking about dozens, hundreds, thousands of hours on Mercenaries that developers probably haven't even mastered on the same level as the fans have. And these fans have come across all sorts of different games, all sorts of titles, and it's just so disrespectful for the developers to not respect the players, but it's also disrespectful of the players to heavily criticize DB and be very frustrating, because y'all, I saw the Reddit, I saw the forum, it's very negative, but it's understandable. You know, this game has been in development hell since 2015. It's an open beta, free-to-play game that has been stuck in development hell for 3 years. And you can count it even more, because this game, Dirty Bomb, was in development directly after Brink. So around the 2013 era as well, if you want to look at some alpha footage. You know, are y'all doing okay? Are y'all alright? To the developers, if you really do believe that this is the state Dirty Bomb needs to be in, prove the community wrong. Because one thing that I really don't like about DB is that it sort of lets players do what they want to do without providing a proper guide or tutorial. And the developers have been making all of these development update vids, but never anything to really help out players. You know, I would love it to see the developers taking a character like Phantom, right? Or any other character like a sniper that no one really likes, like Vasily, and to prove the community wrong, to play these characters in 6v6, 7v7, 8v8, in public matches, in ranked, in anything, in underground, in train yard, on attack, on defense, and show us how to play these characters that they intend to be played. Show me how you intend Phantom to be used as an infiltrator, to use his really bad EMP in the state it is now. Show us how to go invisible as Phantom in the state he is in now. Show us how to fight Phantom in the state he is in now. And tell us that this is a good thing. Tell us you're having fun. Tell us that this is a great thing to have. Because y'all, at SD, if you're gonna make all these development update videos and just have your community managers and other developers sit on a comfortable couch and talk about stuff which has no real meaning, y'all might as well play the game that y'all are making and just show us gameplay. Show us something a little bit more transparent than just words and y'all talking. Show, don't tell. Y'all know what I mean? I think that's it. I'm sort of burnt out. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all enjoyed that little itty bitty rant. If y'all agree or disagree or whatever, just comment, like, subscribe, do that thing. But I just wish this game I just hope it does well. You know what I mean? I invested 2 years of my life into it, and I left on a very critical note of the game when I made that rant video, and I was hoping, for it to turn out okay. I left during a time when Dockyard and Turtle and Javelin and Casual Matchmaking was getting released, and I thought, okay, this game is going to do okay. When I come back, if I come back, it's going to be in a better state than it is. I come back, and you just need to look at the Reddit, y'all. So, hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all have a fun time. And don't forget to play dirty.